Hello, welcome to Dungeon Dwellers Podcast. I'm your host, Justin. Today, we have a special video today. Today is the video where we announce the King Chads and loser Cucks of Fantasy Month, like we did with Halloween Month. Though this Fantasy Month is different because we didn't just review comics, we reviewed movies, anime, and manga, and also novels. Um, so I fucked up this month. I was a little too liberal with my 8 out of 10, which was the highest rating I gave. So we had like, what was it, like a 6. We had like a 6 top. We had like 6 movies and animes and comics tied for high rating for Fantasy Month. I'm sorry, this is my second take, and I really don't want to do a third one because I still have to watch Santa's Sleigh and review that for Christmas month. So the 6 top rated movies, anime, and comics were Highlander 1986. Highlander: The Search for Vengeance, which was the anime. Tales from Earthsea, the Studio Ghibli movie. Ridley Scott's Legend. George R. R. Martin's Hedge Knight, which is a Game of Thrones prequel. And Stephen King's Dark Tower, The Gunslinger, which is a Marvel Comics comic book that was adapted from Stephen King's Dark Tower series. Because they were all top rated. I figured, because we have anime, movies, and comics here, to keep it fair for the fans, who all subscribe to the channel for different things, I would pick one from each medium. And the 3 that I picked were Highlander 1986, Tales from Earthsea, and George R. R. Martin's Hedge Knight. Why I picked Highlander over Legend? For no better reason other than the fact that Ridley Scott apparently is suspected of being Freemason piece of shit, according to Jay Dyer, Esoteric Hollywood. Which check out Esoteric Hollywood and his review of Blade Runner, where he goes into all the esoteric shit that's in Blade Runner. And I picked Tales of Earthsea over Highlander, the Highlander anime, for obvious reasons, because it wouldn't be fair to have two Highlander franchise movies on the winners list or winner's circle. And I picked Hedge Knight over Dark Tower's Gunslinger because Hedge Knight is a really fun book, and it's cheaper than Dark Tower's Gunslinger, which is like $26, and what was it? Hedge Knight is I think around the 20, maybe under 20. I don't have it here. I put it back on my shelf, so I can't check it right now. But it's I know for a fact it's cheaper, and there's the fact that as much as I like Gunslinger, and we all agreed, at least I think we all did, that it is technically fantasy. One, because it was his take on, he wanted to do a Lord of the Rings epic, though he said that how many times throughout his fucking career. He said The Stand and it was supposed to be his Lord of the Rings, but this is more Lord of the Rings than those other books. And then there's the fact that there are sorcerers, there are evil demon kings like the Crimson King, and but it still has a Western / post-apocalyptic setting. So I thought Hedge Knight is more appropriate for Fantasy Month, especially since the main characters are knights, and there's even an appearance from a dragon in the first book, though it's only in a flashback and in dream sequences. But yeah, whatever. So The King Chads of Fantasy Month are Highlander 1986, Tales from Earthsea, and George R. R. Martin's Hedge Knight, Game of Thrones prequel. So now we go into the loser cucks of Fantasy Month, which are, we had a tie again, where we had like Mythica, Quest for Heroes, and the Doctor Strange animated movie were tied because they both had a 5.5 10 out of rating. For reasons that I don't feel like fucking repeating again, I chose Doctor Strange because Doctor Strange, you know, I felt like they were very cheap when they handled that property, and they should have, the movie should have been a bit longer, because like the movie is only like an hour and what, 16 minutes, and you spend like you only get to see the superhero version of Doctor Strange in the last 20 minutes of the movie, which I would have liked to see more action from our lead character. So that's my reason. The Mythica movie I thought had more heart, and let's be real, I didn't pay to watch it, so I would have felt a little guilty if I had it in the loser circle. But like the Doctor Strange movie, I felt like they fucking mishandled that, and they, like, my only problem with it is that it's too short and fucking boring. So where the Mythica movie is a little, like, it's not boring, it's just cheap, and like you have bad acting, so that kind of ruins it. But it's hard for actors to act against most of the bad acting only shows in that movie when you have characters interacting with like CGI fucking monsters, which even like the Star Wars movies had trouble with in like the prequels. So the other two losers of Fantasy Month are the Berserk Flame Dragon Knight light novel and the Yubel Blatt manga, which was the last thing I reviewed for Fantasy Month. And I don't want to get into again why those manga were bad, because you check out my reviews, and I did that in my first take, and I went on like a fucking almost like a 10-minute rant on the fucking anime community, and now they need to fucking clean up their fucking act. Retards. But yeah, so I don't want to get into that because we're trying to have fun here, okay? So the loser cucks are Doctor Strange animated movie, Berserk Flame Dragon Knight light novel, and Yubel Blatt manga. So that's it for this month. Check out our Christmas month reviews, where we're going to start off with the horror comedy Santa's Slay, starring Goldberg. I'll post that review probably after I post this video. Alright, peace. Shit.